So, you've caught the flying bug. Maybe you're a student pilot just starting out, or perhaps you've earned your private pilot certificate and are dreaming of owning your own wings. This guide is for you. We're talking about that exciting first step into aircraft ownership. We're focusing on airplanes that make excellent starter aircraft for aspiring private pilots. These are planes that are practical, reliable, and suitable for both continued learning and general aviation adventures. When considering your first aircraft, several key criteria come into play. We're looking at overall value, proven reliability, and how well the aircraft fits the needs of a new pilot. It needs to be a good platform for building skills and confidence. We'll dive into specific factors that matter most. This includes the initial purchase price, ongoing fuel efficiency, the useful payload you can carry, and the expected maintenance requirements and costs. These elements are crucial for making a smart decision. First up, the undisputed king of flight training, the Cessna 172 Skyhawk. For decades, this aircraft has been the cornerstone of flight schools around the world. Its reputation is simply unmatched. The Skyhawk is renowned for its dependability and widespread support network. Parts are easy to find, mechanics are familiar with it, and there's a wealth of knowledge available from other owners and pilots. It's a truly global aircraft. The price range for a Cessna 172 can vary significantly depending on age, condition, and avionics. You might find older models starting around $60,000, while newer glass cockpit versions can reach up to $400,000 or even more. It's a wide spectrum. Fuel burn is a key operating cost. The Cessna 172 typically burns between 8 to 10 gallons of avgas per hour. This can fluctuate based on power settings and altitude, but it provides a good baseline for planning your fuel budget. In terms of speed, the Skyhawk offers a respectable cruise speed. You can generally expect to cruise around 120 knots. This is a comfortable speed for cross-country travel, balancing efficiency with reasonable trip times. Payload is another important consideration, especially if you plan to fly with passengers or baggage. The Cessna 172 typically offers a useful payload of around 850 pounds. This allows for 2 or 3 adults with some baggage, depending on fuel load. Maintenance requirements for the 172 are generally very low. Its simple, robust design means fewer complex systems to go wrong. Routine inspections and basic upkeep are straightforward, contributing to lower operating costs over time. The Cessna 172 is ideal for a variety of use cases. It excels as a training aircraft due to its stable flight characteristics. It's also great for cross-country flights, offering comfort and reliability. Its utility makes it suitable for light tasks like local sightseeing or carrying small cargo. Its high wing provides excellent visibility downwards, which is great for sightseeing and ground reference maneuvers. The tricycle landing gear is stable and forgiving, making ground handling and landings easier for new pilots. This stability is a major reason it's so popular for training. The cabin is relatively spacious for its class, offering comfortable seating for 4. While not luxurious, it's functional and well laid out. Many modern upgrades are available for avionics, allowing owners to customize their panel. Resale value for the Cessna 172 remains strong. Due to its enduring popularity and utility, a well-maintained Skyhawk tends to hold its value better than many other aircraft. This makes it a solid investment for a first-time owner. Finding insurance for a Cessna 172 is typically easy and relatively affordable for a new pilot. Insurers are familiar with the type and its safety record. This accessibility is another factor contributing to its popularity as a starter plane. The large fleet size means there are many experienced mechanics and instructors familiar with the type. This widespread support network simplifies maintenance and finding qualified instruction or checkouts. You're rarely far from someone who knows the 172. While not the fastest or most fuel-efficient aircraft available, the 172's strengths lie in its reliability, ease of handling, and low operating friction. It's a predictable and forgiving aircraft, perfect for building confidence and experience. For a new pilot, the 172 offers a fantastic platform to learn the nuances of aircraft ownership. From pre-flight inspections to understanding systems, its simplicity is a major advantage. It's a great stepping stone to more complex aircraft if desired. In summary, the Cessna 172 Skyhawk is a proven workhorse. Its combination of reliability, widespread support, forgiving flight characteristics, and decent performance makes it an excellent, albeit sometimes pricier, choice for a first aircraft. It's a decision you're unlikely to regret. Next, let's look at the Piper Cherokee series, specifically models like the PA-28 151 Warrior and the PA-28 181 Archer. These aircraft are direct competitors to the Cessna 172 and offer a compelling alternative. The Piper Cherokee series is often seen as providing a more budget-friendly option compared to the Skyhawk, especially when looking at similar vintage aircraft. This can make ownership more accessible for pilots on a tighter budget. Price ranges for used Piper Cherokees are generally lower than comparable 172s. You can often find older models starting around $45,000, with newer or better equipped versions typically topping out around $150,000. This lower entry point is attractive. Fuel burn for the Cherokee series is quite similar to the 172. Expect to burn around 8 to 9 gallons per hour, depending on the specific model and engine horsepower. This keeps operating costs competitive. Cruise speeds are also comparable, generally ranging from 115 to 125 knots. This allows for similar cross-country performance to the Skyhawk. The difference between models like the Warrior and Archer is primarily in engine size and resulting speed under payload. Payload capacity is generous for the Cherokee series, typically ranging from 850 to 950 pounds. This allows for good flexibility in carrying passengers and baggage, often slightly more than a comparable 172 depending on the specific aircraft's empty weight. The Cherokee airframe is known for its sturdy construction. It features a low wing design, which some pilots prefer for visibility in turns and for easier refueling. The structure is robust and has proven itself over decades of service. Flight characteristics are forgiving, making the Cherokee a good training aircraft. Its low wing design and wider stance on the ground contribute to stable handling. Landings are generally straightforward, though different from the high-wing Cessna. Maintenance on the Piper Cherokee is generally easy and affordable. Like the 172, its systems are relatively simple and well understood. Parts are readily available, and mechanics are widely experienced with the type. The low wing design offers some advantages, such as better visibility during turns and easier access to fuel tanks. However, it can make pre-flight inspections of the underside more challenging and requires careful attention to wingtip clearance on the ground. Cherokees typically have a single door on the co-pilot side, requiring passengers to enter by stepping onto the wing. This is different from the 172's two-door setup and is a matter of pilot preference. The cabin is comfortable, though perhaps slightly less spacious feeling than a 172 for some. Seating is typically for 4. Instrument panels vary widely depending on the aircraft's age and any avionics upgrades it has received over the years. Resale value is solid, though perhaps not quite as strong as the 172 on average. However, a well-maintained Cherokee in good condition will still command a respectable price on the used market. Insurance is readily available for Piper Cherokees and is usually comparable in cost to insuring a Cessna 172 for a new pilot. Their long history and safety record are favorable to insurers. The large number of Cherokees produced means there's a vast pool of experienced pilots, instructors, and mechanics. This makes finding support, training, and maintenance relatively easy, similar to the 172. The Piper Cherokee series offers a reliable, capable, and often more affordable entry point into aircraft ownership. Its sturdy build and forgiving nature make it an excellent choice for building flight hours and exploring cross-country travel. Choosing between a Cherokee and a 172 often comes down to personal preference regarding high wing versus low wing, specific aircraft condition, and price. Both are excellent proven platforms for a new pilot. Now for something a bit different, the Vans RV9A. This is an experimental category aircraft, typically built from a kit. It represents an option for pilots who prioritize performance and efficiency. Because they are kit-built, the price range for a completed used RV9A can vary significantly based on the quality of the build, engine, and avionics. You might find them priced from $70,000 to $160,000 or more for exceptionally well-equipped examples. One of the standout features of the RV9A is its fuel economy. It excels in efficiency compared to certified aircraft of similar capability. This translates directly into lower operating costs per mile. Fuel burn is remarkably low for its performance. The RV9A typically sips fuel at only 6 to 7 gallons per hour in cruise. This makes cross-country flying significantly more affordable. Despite the low fuel burn, the RV9A offers impressive cruise speeds. You can expect to cruise comfortably between 140 and 155 knots. This speed allows for much quicker trip times compared to the 172 or Cherokee. Payload is where the RV9A is slightly less capable than the certified trainers. Useful payload is typically around 600 to 700 pounds. This is sufficient for 2 adults and some baggage, but you'll need to be more mindful of weight and balance. Maintenance is a unique aspect of experimental aircraft. If the aircraft was built by the owner, that owner can perform most of their own maintenance and inspections. This can lead to very low maintenance costs if you have the skills and desire to do the work yourself. Even if you aren't the builder, maintenance on RVs is generally straightforward due to their simple, robust design. Finding mechanics familiar with RVs is becoming easier as the type's popularity grows, but it's not as widespread as for Cessnas or Pipers. The RV9A is known for its delightful handling characteristics. It's responsive and fun to fly, often described as feeling more like a sports car than a sedan. This can make flying even more enjoyable. The side-by-side seating and large canopy offer excellent visibility. The tricycle gear, AA model, is stable on the ground, though tailwheel versions, RV9, are also common. Insurance for experimental aircraft can sometimes be slightly more expensive, or require more pilot experience than for certified types, especially for complex or high-performance models. However, the RV9A is generally considered a docile and insurable type. The experimental category allows for greater flexibility in modifications and upgrades. Owners can install the latest avionics or make other improvements without the stringent certification requirements of production aircraft. However, buying an experimental aircraft requires careful inspection of the build quality. Not all kits are built to the same standard. A pre-buy inspection by someone experienced with a specific RV model is absolutely essential. Resale value for well-built RVs is strong. Their performance and efficiency are highly desirable. The market for used RVs is active, but finding the right buyer might take longer than for a common certified aircraft. The RV9A is a fantastic option for a pilot who wants more performance and efficiency than traditional trainers, is comfortable with the experimental category, and potentially wants to perform their own maintenance. It's a different path, but a very rewarding one. It's important to understand the regulations surrounding experimental aircraft, particularly regarding maintenance and passenger carrying. While generally straightforward, they differ from certified aircraft rules. For a new pilot, transitioning to an RV requires specific training. While forgiving, their higher performance means things happen faster. Finding an instructor experienced in RVs is crucial for a safe transition. In summary, the van's RV9A offers a compelling blend of speed, efficiency, and enjoyable handling in an experimental package. It's not for everyone, but for the right pilot, it can be an outstanding first aircraft. Finally, let's look at the Diamond DA-20 Katana. This aircraft represents a more modern approach to flight training and personal aviation. It stands out with its sleek composite construction and fuel efficiency. The Diamond DA-20 is a modern and highly fuel-efficient option. Its design incorporates advanced aerodynamics and lightweight composite materials, contributing to its performance and economy. Price ranges for used Diamond DA-20s typically fall between $70,000 and $130,000. This places it competitively with mid-range used Cessnas and Pipers, offering a newer design for a similar price point. One of the DA-20's biggest advantages is its incredibly low fuel burn. It truly sips fuel, typically consuming only 4.5 to 5.5 gallons of avgas per hour. This makes it one of the most economical aircraft to operate in its class. While incredibly fuel efficient, the DA-20 is primarily a two-seat aircraft. This limits its utility for carrying multiple passengers compared to the four-seat 172 or Cherokee. It's ideal for solo flights or flying with one companion. Cruise speed is respectable for its engine size, typically around 110-120 knots depending on the specific model, A1, C1 Eclipse. It's not the fastest, but the low fuel burn makes up for it in terms of cost per mile. The composite airframe is very durable and resistant to corrosion. However, repairs to composite structures require specialized knowledge and facilities, which might be less common than for metal aircraft. The DA-20 features a T-tail design and a castering nose wheel, which gives it different ground handling characteristics compared to aircraft with a steerable nose wheel. This requires a bit of adaptation for pilots used to Cessnas or Pipers. Visibility from the large bubble canopy is outstanding, offering a panoramic view. This is a major plus for situational awareness and enjoying the scenery. Maintenance is generally straightforward, but as mentioned, composite repairs need specialists. Engine maintenance is standard for the Rotax or Continental engines used. Parts availability is good, though perhaps not as ubiquitous as for Cessna or Piper. The DA-20 is known for its docile and stable flight characteristics, making it an excellent trainer. Its low stall speed and predictable handling contribute to safety, especially for new pilots. Insurance is readily available, and its modern design and safety features are often viewed favorably by insurers. Costs are typically competitive with other primary trainers. The modern cockpit design, often featuring glass panel avionics in newer models, provides a great platform for pilots to become familiar with advanced technology early in their flying career. Resale value is solid, particularly for well-maintained examples with desirable avionics. The demand for fuel-efficient modern trainers remains strong. The Diamond DA-20 Katana is an excellent choice for a pilot who primarily flies solo or with one passenger, prioritizes fuel efficiency and modern design, and appreciates excellent visibility and docile handling. It's a different feel from the traditional metal trainers, but a very capable aircraft. Its limitations are primarily its two-seat configuration and the specialized nature of composite repair. However, for many new pilots, these are minor considerations compared to the benefits of low operating costs and modern features. For flight students, starting in a DA-20 can provide a smooth learning curve due to its forgiving nature. For owners, the low fuel burn makes local flying and shorter cross-countries very economical. In conclusion, the Diamond DA-20 Katana offers a modern, efficient, and enjoyable flying experience. It's a strong contender for a first aircraft, especially if your typical missions involve one or two people and you value low operating costs. Choosing your first airplane is a significant decision. It's exciting, but it requires careful consideration of your budget, your typical missions, and your personal preferences. The Cessna 172 and Piper Cherokee series are proven workhorses with vast support networks, offering reliability and versatility in a traditional package. They are excellent, forgiving trainers and capable cross-country machines. The Van's RV9A offers a path to higher performance and efficiency in the experimental category, appealing to those who value speed and potentially lower operating costs per mile, and who are comfortable with owner maintenance possibilities. The Diamond DA-20 Katana provides a modern, fuel-efficient option with composite construction and excellent visibility, ideal for solo or two-person travel with minimal fuel expense. Think about how you plan to use the aircraft most often. Will you be flying solo with one passenger or frequently with 3 or 4 people? How far will your typical trips be? What is your realistic budget for purchase and ongoing costs? Consider getting instruction or a checkout in different types if possible. Flying each aircraft is the best way to see which one feels right to you. Talk to owners of these types about their experiences. Factor in not just the purchase price, but also insurance, hangar or tie-down fees, annual inspections, and fuel costs. These ongoing expenses are a significant part of ownership. Regardless of which aircraft you choose, owning your own plane is an incredible experience. It offers unparalleled freedom and opens up a world of travel and adventure that commercial flights simply cannot match. Do your research, get expert advice, and take your time. The right first airplane is out there for you. Happy flying.